Welcome back to Jackie's Movies. I'm Jackie. We're talking about the 95th Academy Award nominations for Best Picture, Avatar 2: Way of Water. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Pandora. I'm pumped to be here. I loved the film, personally, because I love Avatar. And if you don't love Avatar, well, tough, because we're not even halfway done. We've got 3 more films coming, so all the way up to Avatar 5. The coolest part about this, to me, is that James Cameron treated it like it was a Lord of the Rings trilogy, where he was like, I want to have the whole script from 1 to 5 written out immediately. And he hired a team of like 5 to 6 writers, and they mapped out on a whiteboard every single scene for films 2 through 5. Every single scene that happens. And then after that, he assigned each writer specifically to write the script for one film. And he did this saying that, if I gave the writer that script saying, hey, you work on Avatar 2, you work on Avatar 4, and so on, they wouldn't have cared about what happens in the previous film or in the next film. And I just love the psychology behind it of working collectively and then springing off to do your own parts. So yeah, we're not done with Avatar. We're coming back. We've got a bunch of Pandora to discover. And the one issue I had with it is that all of the same players are back. And I get that you have to do that in a franchise. Like in Star Wars, in Lord of the Rings, etc., you have all your main people back and you get introduced to new people. However, we have all of the same bad guys. And to me, like in Star Wars and stuff, like, yes, you have your Darth Vader, but then you've got your Kylo Ren, and like you're mixing it up. I'm really ready for it to get mixed up right now. We have the same bad dude going after Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington, but now we just have their 4 kids mixed in. So I would have liked to see a change with that, but I do like that we meet Kate Winslet's character. She's my favorite by far. She plays this pregnant warrior, and it's the coolest thing. And she also gives an incredible emotional performance as well. This film is nominated for all of the, special effects and production design categories for the Oscars. I really would have liked to see that they were nominated for Best Supporting Actor or Best Actor. I would have had a problem with them winning, but I definitely would love to see that recognition because, they're acting with tennis balls and little tubes and things like that. And it just seems so hard. Not only are they doing that, but they're doing it underwater. Like James Cameron, anyone could say like, oh, this film is all CGI. That's just not the case. James Cameron is old school at the end of the day. And if anything can be real, it will be real. If there's fire in a scene, there's going to be fire on set. If they're diving into water or diving off a 35-foot cliff, they have stunt doubles they are doing that work, and it's not just all on a computer screen. They have all of those little specks on their faces and little cameras right here where the CGI character is capturing everything the physical character is doing in real life. And I feel like that deserves to be acknowledged. Little bummed that it's not. Getting right into it, we have all of these new faces as well that are a part of the youngster characters. And Sigourney Weaver is back, but she's playing this 14-year-old girl. I won't explain as further, just watch the movie and you'll understand. She's now 14 and she's a 71-year-old actress and amazing. I mean, she's a total badass as well. She went to different high schools trying to understand the lingo of how a 14-year-old girl talks because it's been a minute. And she also did all of her own parkour stunts, just climbing over everything and going under rocks and holding her breath for like 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which is unreal. All these actors went to Hawaii to train underwater with the best underwater diving specialists. Sign me up. I want to go to Hawaii and work on my breathing techniques. That sounds super peaceful and really cathartic. Anyways, They described the breathing techniques as the dirty villain, when you just really, really want to breathe, but you have to force yourself to stay underwater. They said, all right, that's the dirty villain talking. And it shows just like the mental toll that this has. Like, that's just all mental in your brain of, oh my gosh, I have to breathe, I have to breathe. And telling yourself techniques of, okay, like I'm envisioning myself painting myself blue or singing a song. And not only are you going through that in your mind, but then you have to act underwater. It just sounds so difficult and impossible. And I love that James Cameron wants to keep those things a reality and realized, okay, I could have special effects coordinators come in and act like we're underwater, but instead I'm gonna build a giant, 900-ton pool in a sound room and have people diving left and right, and then also attach these they're like the cutest little submarines, or these like yellow jet packs that every actor had on their wrists to make them more fluid in the water and move with all the other underwater animals that we meet. Look this up on YouTube. They're super cool, and I just want everyone to check this out. If you haven't seen this film, see it in IMAX, see it in 3D collectively. I like to be in a certain state when I'm watching a 3-hour long movie, chilling. I'm relaxed. I feel like I'm in Pandora then. So highly recommend doing that if you haven't already seen this film. I can't wait for this to come out on Disney Plus. I'll let y'all know when it comes out in my Instagram, but for now, haven't gotten the news for that. But yes, I'm pumped that this is nominated for Best Picture, because usually it's just the critically acclaimed films that are nominated. And this film is one where, the everyday people are seeing it. It's what we're excited to see and what we're excited to go to the theater about. Oh, and that is my timer. That is a timer for 7 minutes and 15 seconds. The longest an actor has held their breath underwater, and that goes to Kate Winslet. Just what a gem of an actress, and her second time working with James Cameron. I'm excited to see her, hopefully in the next Avatar films. Let me know what you think. I loved it. Again, wish we could have gotten a touch more creative with the other faces we saw, but it was the best, and I'm happy to be back in Pandora.